So do you see when you look in the mirror? That each and every one of you has something incredibly beautiful about you. They were made, when God created you and put you on the earth, there's something amazing that was put inside of you that one day changed this world. I don't know what that is. It is your job to find it, and sometimes even harder yet, to use it. I finally figured it out. The good thing about me is that something special inside of me that I can write. We decided to do something about that gift that I had and to use it, or at least to tell somebody about it. I told my best friend, who is my husband, and I expected them to say something sweet, like, oh, you can write a journal about this baby, or maybe that's why our Christmas letters are always so good. I said, you're a good writer. I always think you were. But he didn't. He said, then you should write. Sometimes even when we admit our gift, which is hard to do, we don't even want someone to tell us we can use it. So I said, I can't write. I was a marketing major. I never took a single writing class in anything except for that business writing for that guy who was a joke, right? He said, you know what? Georgia State was something in the mail, and they're doing night class, and I said, they're writing on money to look into it. Well, I just can't become an author. Right? No one does it. It's like saying I'm going to be a rock star. No one just becomes a rock star. Said somebody becomes a rock star. And somebody becomes an author. And it's not the person who says, I can't do it. So my book is skinny. Cover up here. The main character name is Melissa. And she is a freshman. And she has brown, straight brown hair and green eyes and freckles. And she's a good dancer. And her favorite food is chocolate chip cookies. And her favorite color is yellow. And she always wears a silver turn bracelet. She's not a fan. And I kind of know a little bit about her. But it's her inside, it's her core that will make the story work. It's worked for Melissa fine up till now. Now school is much harder as a freshman than anything she's ever experienced before. And the class that she could always get A's in, she can't. She made the school dance team, which as a freshman is unheard of. But she looks around at the dancers and thinks she's not as talented as them. And maybe she worries they all think she belongs there. And she has a best friend who she's known her whole life with her, but there are all these other girls, and they've all kind of branched out and met some new friends, and they have this new group. And she doesn't know how to interact with these friends because she doesn't really know what they like and what makes them happy, and she's not even sure if one of them likes her. And then a boy, because it's often a boy complicated thing. And she's never had a real boyfriend before. And she's not even sure what to do, like when she should call him, or let him call her, or she should tell him what's really on her mind, or she should be kind of coy about it. And so she's trying to figure all this out. And she doesn't always fall, and she's trying to do them all perfectly while pleasing everyone. She starts looking everywhere she can think of and answer. And when you hit her, you got it. It's so simple. It's been right before my eyes all along. So I was skinny. All my problems would be solved. Right, because guys love thin chicks. Right, they do. So if I'm skinny, I know the guy will like me, and check that out, done. And the dance team, well, how do you think of all the famous dancers? You look at the DMA Awards, or Dancing with the Stars, they're all like rail thin. So if I'm thin, I'll at least look the part, and the other girls will at least think, I belong. Speaking of girls, my girlfriends, she thinks, all they ever do is look through magazines at all the stars, and how thin they are, and how gorgeous they are, because they're so thin. They're always pointing to other girls up and down the hall and saying, boy, she put on some weight, or oh, she looks great, or do you think she looks fat? She was their ideal. Then they like her. So if you take care of the boy and the dance team and her friend, well, she's smart. She could figure out the grades thing by herself, and of course parents would be happy if all those other things fell into place. Or so she thinks. Melissa is a perfectionist. So for her, becoming skinny isn't just cutting out dessert. It's not just going for a run on Saturday. She has to do it purposely, precisely. She ends up with a first-grade eating disorder. So she looks the world for answers, for a definition of what would make her important and beautiful and right. And she almost loses it all. It all spirals downward, and all the balls she was trying to juggle crash. Now, in the book, Alyssa learns she has to do something else. She needs something bigger and better and stronger than the world to help her through the problem. She needs to look within her and see what's beautiful and find peace for herself and lean on someone who really loves her to get her out of it. But we all have problems, right? We all have stresses. We all have things that drive us crazy. And we all have our ways of dealing with them, our vices. Perhaps we're the opposite of them. Perhaps instead of undereating, we binge eat and go for a handful of chips, or if you're eating chocolate chips, when things are getting hot. We have to edge. Maybe it's something not that easy. Maybe here in Miami, we're told that we are supposed to be bubbly and positive and energetic all the time. And that's not who we are. So we're supposed to go out, we drink a couple extra beers, so when we go out, we talk a lot more and we laugh a lot louder, and we're not even the person who we are. And we're meeting people who like us not even for who we are and showing someone who isn't really us. Or maybe there's someone on campus or somewhere in the world somewhere who is more intellectual, earthier, more political, more sarcastic than you. And to get their attention or their approval on Facebook, you can post pictures of yourself that are earthier, crazier, more political. You can write funny witticisms on their wall or on what you're doing that reflect the person you think they want you to be, instead of highlighting and focusing on the person that you are. There's something beautiful about each and every one of you in here tonight. I don't know what it is. We're going to take a second to the author. All of you. And then maybe close your eyes and then write your very own character description. But this is not going to be an act of fiction. This is going to be an autobiography. So go ahead and close your eyes. And you can go ahead and write that shell part of your character, you know, how tall you are, and what your favorite nail polish color, and who your favorite band is. You have a test. But I want you to dive into your core. I want you to think about, when you wake up in the morning, what is the very first thought that pops into your head? What makes you laugh out loud? What scares you so completely that when it happens you need to run and hide? Where do you go to hide? Who is the one person or the one thing that can pull you out of that hiding place? And why? What is their magic power that can do that? Who is your very best friend? Not necessarily your roommate or the person sitting next to you, although maybe that is, but the person who loves you no matter what and has seen you at your very worst and always been there for you. What is your favorite part of this day? When you think about the person you were when you walked in here tonight, and the person you want to be when you walk out, when you look at where you've been and where you're going, and you think about that beautiful thing inside of you and how you're going to use it to take you forward, what is it you're going to do? I want you to open your eyes. I want you to think of over the very thing inside of you. No matter what it is inside you, no matter how you're going to